This is a story about Park Young, a 17-year-old boy from Pyongyang, North Korea. He lives with his parents and younger sister in a small apartment building. He has just graduated from high school and is about to start his mandatory 2 years of military service in the world's most secretive army. What will life be like for Private Park? Let's find out. It's early morning in Pyongyang, North Korea, and Park Jung is getting ready for his first day at boot camp. He puts on his new military uniform, a dark green jacket with brass buttons and a red collar. Underneath he wears a white shirt and black pants. On his head he places a black beret that says People's Army in white letters. Park Jung is part of the elite Kumsusin unit, North Korea's special forces, whose primary mission is to defend the country against foreign invaders. Park Jung is proud to be a soldier. He knows that he's following in the footsteps of his grandfather, who fought in the Korean War. Park Jung believes that serving in the army is an honor and a way to give back to the country. As he walks out of his apartment, his neighbors and friends wave goodbye. Some of them are envious of Park Jung because they wish they could also serve their country, but they know that they're not fit enough or strong enough. Others are sad to see him go because they know that it will be a long time before they see him again. They all gather around him and wish him luck. Park Jung feels their love and support and promises to come back as a better soldier. He gets on a bus with his friends and they drive to the military base. The bus is crowded with other young men who are also going to serve in the army. They're all excited but also nervous. When the bus arrives at the base, Park Jung and his friends line up and wait for their turn to enter. A soldier comes out and asks for their names and checks their documents. Then they walk through a gate and into a courtyard. In front of them is a large building with the words People's Army written on it in bold letters. They take a deep breath and walk inside. This is where their adventure begins. What is life like for a North Korean soldier? What kind of training do they receive? And how do they live in general? To answer these questions, we'll start by looking at the mandatory military service in North Korea. According to North Korean law, all able-bodied citizens who have completed high school must serve in the armed forces. There are some exemptions for medical reasons or if you're a national hero, but these are rare. Men typically serve 2 years and officers serve 3 years. However, the government may extend service if there's a war or other emergency. When Park Jung was in middle school, the Military Mobilization Committee did a health assessment to determine his fitness for service. At the time, he was tall and slim with good eyesight and hearing. He passed the physical examination with flying colors. However, this doesn't guarantee that he'll avoid service altogether. The military can still call him up when he graduates from high school. They may also perform another health check to confirm his eligibility. North Korea has one of the largest militaries in the world, with approximately 1.3 million active members. This includes the Army, Navy and Air Force, as well as paramilitary forces, such as the Workers' Party of Korea and the Korean People's Internal Security Forces. Additionally, there are over 4.5 million people in reserve. This large military is necessary because North Korea faces many threats from its enemies, such as the United States, South Korea and Japan. The country also has a long history of conflict dating back to the Korean War. Now that Park Jung has arrived at boot camp, he'll undergo several months of rigorous training before becoming a fully fledged soldier. During this time, he'll learn how to handle weapons, march, shoot and fight. He'll also be taught the history and ideology of North Korea's military. The training is designed to make him physically and mentally strong, as well as loyal and obedient. Park Jung is assigned to a barracks with other new recruits. They share a room with bunk beds, lockers and desks. There are also bathrooms and showers for the soldiers to use. The food is simple and consists of rice, noodles, vegetables and sometimes meat. Park Jung misses his mother's cooking, but he knows that he must adapt to life in the military. The training is tough and exhausting. Park Jung and his fellow soldiers are pushed to their limits both physically and mentally. They must follow orders precisely and without question. Any mistake can result in punishment such as push-ups or extra drills. However, Park Jung is determined to succeed. He wants to make his country proud and honor his grandfather's legacy. One day during training, a drill sergeant shouts at Park Jung for not marching in step. Park Jung apologizes and tries harder to get it right. The drill sergeant nods and the training continues. Park Jung learns that mistakes are not allowed in the military. He must be sharp and focused at all times. Another day, Park Jung and his fellow soldiers are taught how to use weapons. They learn how to assemble and disassemble rifles and pistols. They also learn how to shoot targets. Park Jung is nervous at first, but he quickly gets the hang of it. He feels a sense of pride and accomplishment when he hits the target. In addition to weapon training, Park Jung also receives martial arts training. He learns how to fight hand-to-hand and defend himself. He practices moves such as punches, kicks and knee strikes. Park Jung enjoys this training because he likes the discipline and strategy involved in martial arts. During his free time, Park Jung writes letters to his family. He tells them about his experiences in the military and asks them to send him care packages with food and toiletries. He also receives letters from home, which keep him motivated and remind him of why he is serving in the military. After 3 months of intensive training, Park Jung and his fellow soldiers graduate from boot camp. They're now officially soldiers in the North Korean People's Army. Park Jung feels a sense of pride and accomplishment, but he knows that his training is just beginning. He's assigned to a unit and continues to receive training in weapons, tactics, and strategy. He also learns about North Korean history and ideology. Park Jung is committed to serving his country and protecting its people. He takes his job seriously and works hard to be the best soldier he can be. He continues to write letters to his family and friends, sharing his experiences and asking for their support. He also receives letters from home which help him stay connected to the outside world. During his service, Park Jung participates in military parades and other public events. He marches in formation with his fellow soldiers, displaying their strength and unity. He also attends ceremonies honoring North Korean leaders and veterans. Park Jung feels honored to represent his country and pay tribute to those who have served before him. Throughout his service, Park Jung maintains a positive attitude and strong work ethic. He's respected by his fellow soldiers and officers for his dedication and loyalty. He balances his duties as a soldier with his personal life, finding ways to stay connected to his family and friends. At the end of his service, Park Jung is awarded medals and commendations for his outstanding performance. He's celebrated by his fellow soldiers and family for his dedication and sacrifice. Park Jung reflects on his time in the military with pride, knowing that he's made a difference and served his country well. And so ends the story of Park Jung, a young North Korean soldier who served his country with honor and bravery. His journey through boot camp and his dedication to his duties as a soldier are a testament to the values and traditions of the North Korean People's Army. If you enjoyed this story, please let me know in the comments below and stay tuned for more stories about North Korea.